To today's episode of Dietitian Marketing Live. I'm your host, Grayson Carter. And the question that we're going to be talking about today is, should I have business cards for my company? So if you're a dietitian, should you have business cards for your company? So that's what we're going to be talking about today. But first, this show is brought to you by Nutritionists Near Me. If you are a dietitian that wants more exposure for your business, I encourage you to head over to nutritionistnear.me and sign up for a free account. You're able to upload all your information, contact information about you, what you specialize in, and we help bring exposure to your company and connect you with individuals who are looking for your particular service. If you upgrade to a premium account, you're able to get listed under more categories. Your listing shows up higher in the search results, and you ultimately get more exposure for your business. So head over to Nutritionists Near Me /join and create an account today. So let's hop into today's topic. Should I have business cards for my company? Well, the first thing we need to discuss, and this is something that my dad taught me way back in the day, is that there is a tool for every job and a job for every tool. So before we start talking about like, should I be using business cards or not, or should I have business cards? It really comes down to, in what situation are you going to be using the cards and how do you use them? So if business cards may be a great thing for your company or they may not. So let's talk about some of the situations in which you might use them and which you may not want to use them. So the first thing that people think about when they are thinking about getting business cards typically is when in a like one-on-one interaction. You're going to an event and you're meeting people and you're exchanging business cards. So this is something that I used to do a lot in my previous career, and I would meet a lot of people and I'd come back from trade shows and have all these business cards of people I needed to follow up with. Well, what I would end up, or what I found was that when I would give people my card, the chance of them reaching out to me was very, very low, because they probably met 100 people at that same event. They get back home and now they have a ton of things to do. So following up with me was likely really low on their priority list. So what I started doing, instead of giving people my card, is when I saw somebody in person, I would say, hey, I'm fresh out of cards. Would you mind giving me one of yours so I can follow up with you? And what this did was it put the impetus back on me to be able to follow up with them. So if somebody just took my card and walked away and I didn't have one of theirs, there was no way I could follow up with them. And if I was expecting them to follow up with me, well, I never wanted to leave the situation up to chance. I wanted to be able to have that card from them so that I could reach out and continue the conversation from there. So that may be one thing to try, is when instead of going out and having business cards printed, is when you have those conversations, just say, hey, how can I contact you so I can follow up? There's certainly other ways to do that now with social media, connecting online. But if you really like that kind of tactile exchange of being able to walk away with somebody's card, I encourage you to get their card so that you can be the one that's following up with them. Now, secondly, if you really want to have cards, or you're in those situations a lot where giving people your card makes sense, or maybe you're going into doctor's offices and you want to be able to leave that card with somebody that they can hand out when you are not there, there's something that I encourage you to do that's going to really change how effective these business cards are. And that is using the back of the card to direct people to your best opt-in. So whether that's a webinar, whether that's a giveaway, and this is going to build some curiosity and get people to reach out to you. So I'll show you an example here. This is from an old business card. I don't use this one anymore. But you'll notice here on the back, if you can read that, it says, what's working now? Or watch the What's Working Now video. See the strategies and campaigns that are working for our clients right now. And it has a link to that page. Now, what people would see when they go to that page, it'd be an opt-in that it looks the same as this. It has a little teaser screenshot that says, download or watch this case study on the campaigns that are working for our clients right now. And so what I was able to do is that when somebody took my card, this was something that was intriguing to them. And they would go to this website, or go to my website, to this link, and enter their email. They'd be able to watch the case study. And now I had their information that way. They were able to opt in to watch this thing. Now, it's funny looking back, like this copy isn't all that great. Probably had these made 10 years ago. So if I was to do this now and I was trying to get the attention of dietitians, I may say something like, here's how we're turning by the hour coaching practices into $5,000 packages. or here's the script that we use to completely eliminate no-shows in or for private practice dietitians. Something that would be intriguing to them that or intriguing to you that you would want to actually go and get this information. So use the back of the business card for that. Don't leave it blank. Direct people to your best opt-in. Even better is with the different tools now, we can take this link and we can turn that into a tracking link using something like Bitly or PrettyLink, and we can actually see how many people are using that. Now, if it's unique to just your business card, you'll be able to see how many people are actually using your business card to go to this link. And that can help us make a decision whether it makes sense to continue using a business card with that sort of information on it, or if it makes sense to just scrap it and try something else. So that is it for today. If you enjoyed this, leave me something in the comments, like, share, wherever you are watching this. That is all for today, and I will see you next time. Take care.